cooking today. It's about 7:30, so a little bit later than I would normally cook. But today is January 1st of 2017, and we're doing a pantry challenge at our house. That means we're trying to cook everything that we either have in our pantry, our fridge, or our outside deep freezer. So tonight we're going to be cooking a cheddar broccoli soup with ciabatta rolls, and we're going to have Texas toast tortilla strips to go on top of our soup. So what we're having is, this is a Bear Creek broccoli cheddar soup, and we've had this in the pantry. I probably had a coupon for it, and we're going to make this, but we're going to kind of make it almost a chowdery because we're going to add in sweet kernel corn that we actually have had also in our pantry. The only thing that makes it not chowdery all the way is we're not putting potatoes in. If you haven't been following me, I'm actually going to be doing I started doing Weight Watchers probably about a week ago. And so I'm counting smart points. And in order for me to I get 33 smart points a day, and I do get 42 smart points per week that are extra. But I'm trying to stay within my 33 smart points. And then I also get what are called activity points. So everything I cook, I'm trying to cook to stay within my points. So I don't have to use any of my extra points. So far, I've lost about 3.5 pounds in a week. And so I'm going to really track pounds starting January 1st. And my goal is June the 30th to see how much weight I can lose. So we're going to start. The only thing you need for this soup to cook is 8 cups of water, and it must be at a rolling boil, and then you're going to just add in or whisk in, use a whisk to break up any lumps. You're going to whisk in your soup mix. They have this in minestrone, they have it in bean soup, they have it in chili. With the chili, you do have to add tomato paste. For me, a half a cup is going to be 7 smart points, and I have 15 points left for the day. So 7 smart points for me, including the corn, because I'm not going to have a whole serving of corn. So I'm not quite rolling yet, but I'm going to get there. But I'm going to go ahead and add this in. So I'm going to add in my soup mix and whisk. Now normally I would add in butter and salt and extra cheese. To keep with my points, I'm having the cheese on the side and let each individual add in their cheese. I checked my freezer to see if I had any extra broccoli, and I did not, because I would definitely add in some extra broccoli. Any fruits and veggies on Weight Watchers are 0 points, so I would definitely add in broccoli. I thought about trying to sneak in some Brussels sprouts, but somehow I figured I would be found out, so I didn't. Instead of cheese, for me, I'm actually going to add in, will you grab me a rag, bud? I'm actually going to add in some green beans and a fried coleslaw. I'm going to film that maybe tomorrow, how I do the fried coleslaw. Because I've actually found that I don't like coleslaw with mayonnaise, a mayonnaise base on it. But I do like chopped salad, which is like a lot of cabbages and red cabbage and carrots and all kinds of stuff in there, but I like it better warm. And so I figured out how to make a warm coleslaw with no dressing, lots of seasonings, and it's 0 smart points. So anyway, I'm going to turn my heat down on my soup because it doesn't take anything to come to semi-thickness, and we're only cooking this until about 10 minutes. In the meantime, I've already opened and drained out my corn. I'm adding that in. Now, I found with soups, that's my oven. It's preheated to 450 degrees because I'm going to put the ciabatta rolls in, which I did find in my pantry, and I'm positive that I had a coupon for that. Now, with soups, you can pretty much add in anything to a soup to make it more substantial. So if all you have in your pantry are veggies and you have like a vegetable broth soup or a chili, you can add in chili, the vegetables to the chili, because it's just going to make it more substantial and wholesome. I always try to add in onions and spinach and carrots or celery, because all of those root vegetables cost 0 points. So that's what the soup looks like. It's going. I'm not going to worry about it too much more. Just whisk every now and then so that it's not getting stuck or boiling over. I did turn my heat way down. It's just going to simmer for 10 minutes. And the ciabatta rolls that I did find, I think I probably paid about 19 cents for these. I had these in my freezer. The New York style Texas toast tortilla strips, I've had these in my garage pantry. And I probably got these for free at 10 for $10, so $1 a piece, and I had a $1 coupon. So those were all free. So our meal tonight may not even cost $3 or $4, just depending on how many of these items that I had. So I would encourage everybody, if you are kind of tight on money after the holidays, consider doing a pantry challenge. That's anything you have in your pantry that you can put together to form meals. I sent Jackson out into the garage to look for some broccoli, and this dude was pulling out all kinds of stuff out of the freezer. So you just never know what kind of meals you can come up with. So I have 6 ciabatta rolls. These are, I think, 4 Smart Points, so I will not have this. But the tortilla strips for 11 strips, and I will count them out, are only 1 Smart Point. So I will have 11 strips of this on my soup, but I will not have ciabatta rolls. The kids are not doing Weight Watchers, of course, so they can have the rolls. And my mom is still here, and my oldest daughter is still here. So they can have the rolls. Now, to that, we're going to do a 2% cheese, if that's what they so choose. Just adding the corn gives it a little bit. I almost added cream corn in here, because the soup is a soupy mixture, and the creaminess of the cream corn would give it a little bit more of a creamy consistency, but it was way more Smart Points for me. I think it was like 4 Smart Points, and then regular corn was just 2 Smart Points, and that's for a whole serving, which I will not have. I'm only having a half a cup of this. So this will last us probably tonight's meal and maybe tomorrow's lunch for the kids at school. So I'm going to take you around to my pantry just so you can kind of see what's going to be consisting in the pantry challenge. So do excuse my pantry. I'm also doing the 14-week home challenge, and I think pantry's like week 9. So we're going to redo every area in this house. Kitchen is week 1, so I will film some of that as well. So some of the things that I might consider cooking, especially being on Weight Watchers, we have a lot of these Idahonian potatoes. I can have a half a cup of these cooked for about 4 Smart Points. So at 33 Smart Points for a meal, if I were going to do a meal, I could have a whole cup. But I'm actually going to always add in sauteed onions, celery, which I have chopped in the freezer, onions I have in the laundry room, spinach, any type of vegetable, and it's not going to be as many points. And what I do is I can actually scan the barcode, and it'll tell me how many points I'm using. I use something called iTrack Bites to do the Weight Watchers points. It's $1.99. Oh, it's like $3.99. And you can get that in your Play Store. And then I also do I'm doing points and calories. I have about 1,400 calories a day, and I'm using an app called Lose It. It's how I lost the weight the first time. So we have a ton of potatoes. We can have loaded mashed potatoes, and after we're done with all the potatoes, I'll switch to loaded cauliflower, because when you smash up the cauliflower, it's just like the mashed potatoes, and my kids really do like that. So that's something that we could do. Grits are only like 2 or 3 Smart Points, so I could do loaded grits as well. Cheese, well, of course I wouldn't do cheese. But the kids could do cheese. Bacon, I can have 3 slices of bacon. That's only 3 Smart Points or 2 Smart Points or something like that. Brown rice, I have quite a bit of. Let's see what else. I've got a lot of tomato paste or tomato chunks. And then in my freezer, we'll come over here, I have ground turkey. And what we could do is chili, because then I could add in any of the beans I have. I have black beans. Y'all, my life was so saved today. Now, this probably is not 0 points, but when I found out that frozen raw shrimp was 0 points, I just sent my daughter to the store to go get me some, because that's a protein source for me. But I also have the garlic shrimp creamy garlic shrimp, so I can use this as a meal for me and the kids over a bed of rice, or I could actually use it over pasta because we do have pasta and pasta sauce. So that could be one meal. I keep a lot of veggies in here. All of these back here are veggies. And then I also have the chicken wings. These are the organic smart chickens that I got for $2.09. So I've got 2 packs of these. That could be 2 meals. Let me see. I got some broccoli up in there. No, those are Brussels sprouts. Oh, this is broccoli, carrots, sugar snap peas, and water chestnuts. I could have put this in there, but the kids wouldn't love it. So I just would have liked to have some regular broccoli. But I keep a ton of stir-fried vegetables in there. And now in the new freezer, I keep a lot of the discount meats that I have. So we're just going to be doing a pantry challenge, trying to clean out our fridge and our freezer. I'm not showing y'all that. I need to clean that out back. Anywho, back to the soup. We are going to stir and see what it's looking like. It's pretty simple. It's a very simple soup. I think it's a little loose for my taste, which is why I always like to bulk it up with veggies. But we actually took a nap later than we should have, and we slept for quite a while. But I was just very tired. We went to a watch night service last night, and we didn't get home till almost 1. And then we actually had service at our church today. So we were pretty wiped out, but we are looking forward to 2017 and what it has to offer for us. Everybody in here is kind of getting on a healthy kick. And so what we're trying to do is, before we totally change over all of our diets, is we're just going to eat what we have, because Weight Watchers will allow me to count points. So all I have to do is be responsible for the points. And then I'm also responsible for working. So my trainer has been gone for the past week at a vacation because of the holidays. She'll be back this week. She's not there on Monday, so Mondays it's my responsibility to work out by myself. I usually do a cardio day when she's not there. But we're right back at it on Tuesday with weights. And I'm going to track all of those points. So if anybody is following me, I'm going to have quite a bit of videos on my YouTube channel for the weight loss. And this is, I didn't join Weight Watchers. Let me just say this. I did not join Weight Watchers. I just Googled smart points, and I found a place that tells me how much my smart points are. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a Weight Watchers consultant. I'm not any of that. I'm just doing my own personal thing, trying to remain as healthy as I possibly can. I do have a nutritionist that I meet with twice a month. My insurance pays for that. It's totally free. If you have Blue Cross Blue Shield, you should be able to meet with a nutritionist as much as you want with no copay. So because of my schedule, we only meet every other week. So we do talk a lot, and everything she wants me to eat is pretty much similar to the Weight Watchers. Lots of fruit, lots of veggies. And so I'm trying to transition, but I coupon quite heavy. And I'm not going to stop couponing. I am just going to watch my portion sizes. And I do, now I use a food scale. So I measure out everything that I'm cooking. If it says 3 ounces, it's going to be 3 ounces. And that's just how I'm trying to manage my weight. I hope you all, if you've made weight loss goals, grab an accountability partner. I have an accountability partner or two. That just check with me and ask me. My son brought me home a large jug so I can make sure that I'm getting my water. I didn't get all my water in today, but I can have a couple more bottles. Water is free. So we're going to put together our soup, because I think my rolls are going to be done here in just the next minute or two. I forgot to put my timer on, but they're looking pretty done there. So we're going to serve it up and let you see what it looks like. So if I were going to serve this up for the kids, I'm going to pull this ciabatta out. So that's what the bread looks like, cutting off the soup. So if I were going to serve this for the kids, I'm probably only going to be able to have one ladle, but I'll actually use a half-cup measure just to measure mine out. So I do 2 cups for the kids, probably 2 ladles, which is probably a little bit more than a cup of soup. I will do, or they will serve themselves because they're big enough now. A little bit of cheese. They probably may have a tortilla strip or 3. I'm going to count mine out. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for them, and a ciabatta roll. So that would be their meal. And anyway, it's quick, it's easy, and I had all the ingredients on hand. Didn't have to go out and buy anything because it was a part of the things that I had in my freezer. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed what we prepared tonight. Hope your meal was good, and we'll see you next time we cook in our kitchen.